XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
For installation of MySQL, let's go to any of the browser which you have in your system, and in search we are going to type MySQL download. As soon as you do so, you will find an official website of MySQL and MySQL downloads. We will click on that. It will open the official website of MySQL. You will find different type of tabs over here, and let's scroll down where you will find an option called MySQL Community Downloads. Please click on it. Once we do so, we have to go with MySQL installer for Windows. As soon as you do so, automatically it will give you two files to download. We need not download both. It will automatically give you the files with respective to the operating system which you are using, which one is compatible. I'll go with the first one. As soon as you click on download, there will be two options which is displayed, login or sign up. You need not click any one of these options, rather you have to click on no thanks, just start my download. As soon as you hit so, it will start downloading a setup file which is already done, and if it is done, then click on that setup file. If you are using office laptops, it might ask you to get permission from the admin, so you need to do so, or it might ask you to restart your system. Whenever it is asking you to restart, you can restart the system also. So once you have clicked on that setup file, it will show two windows which might not be visible on the screen, but you have to click on yes. You have to give the permission. Once you do so, MySQL installer window will pop up, and it would look somewhat like this. Now it would ask what are the products which you want to install. So as I had mentioned earlier, I need to install MySQL Server and Workbench. You can go with full, so whatever products are available under this, it will download, but we do not need to install all the products. So I'll just go with custom option, and let's click on next. Now this is where we have to choose what are the things you want to install. So first thing is I need to install MySQL Server, and you can go with the first. So this is the recent version which we have. Transfer it to the right hand side, and we can minimize this. The next thing is application. Under application, which one do we need? MySQL Workbench. So again, the recent version we will try to insert it into the right hand side. So these are the products which you want to install. Select it. You can verify the same and click on next. Then click on next. It might show such type of warnings, but it is completely fine. You can go with next. If it shows such type of warnings, you can simply click on yes. Now both are ready to be downloaded, that is MySQL Server and MySQL Workbench. Simply click on execute. It will take few seconds depending on your internet connectivity. As we can see, MySQL Workbench is downloaded. The next one is MySQL Server. Once both are downloaded, we will click on next, and we have to install. So please click on execute. One by one, both of them are being installed. MySQL Server installation is done. The next one is MySQL Workbench. So once both of them are completed, we will click on next and next. So it will show this type of window, that is type and networking. You need not do any sort of changes over here. You just have to click on next, and it is asking authentication method. We will select the first one which is already selected by default, and we are going with next. So this is where you have to give your password, and you have to make sure to remember whatever password you are going to give. Make sure in which case you have given. If your caps lock is on, or if you are providing your password in uppercase, make sure to remember the same, because this is case sensitive. So I'll give my password. It's completely fine. In real time you would be giving a strong password, but since this is for practice purpose, you just have to make sure whatever password you are giving and in which case, is it in uppercase or lowercase, make sure to remember that, and let's click on next. Again click on next. next again, and we are going to execute. So as you can see, all the process has been executed and we have to click on finish, then click on next and finish. So our MySQL Workbench installation is completed and automatically it will open. If it is not opening this particular application automatically, you can go to search option and you can simply type and you can verify MySQL Workbench. You can see it will show somewhat like this, MySQL Workbench. You just have to type that. If it is present, then you can click on it and you can pin it to your taskbar as I have done already. So you can see here, welcome to MySQL Workbench. So this is how it will look like. This is the start page. When you need to connect to the server, you have to click here. Once you click, and it will ask you to enter the password. To connect to the server, you have to click over there and you have to enter the password which you have given. If you want, if you are using it every day, you can save the password. You need not enter the password again and again. But make sure whenever you are entering the password, it is case sensitive. In whichever case you have entered, you make sure to enter the password in the same case and click on OK. As soon as you do so, this is how it looks like. Since I had been already working on my workbench, so these are the window which is displaying, but for you it would display somewhat like this. And I think for you all the three sections will be visible. So once you open your workbench, this is how it should look like. And for you at the right hand side, there are two sections. One is administration, one is schemas. For you initially it would be displayed administration. So there are multiple options which is not required as a data analyst point of view. These are the options which are utilized by DBAs, that is database administrators. You would be working on schema section, so just click on schemas. So this is where you would find different type of databases which is available or which you are going to create. Initially here you would find a single database which is created, that is system database, where you would find all the details of this particular application depending on which this particular application is built up. So this is a default database which is already present. Now whatever database you are going to create or whatever tables you have, regarding that if you want any basic information, below this under information section you will find the details regarding it. For example, if you want to check what are the database objects, as in I have already mentioned, in database you are going to save data in the form of tables. So these tables are considered as individual object. Other than tables, there are other database objects also which we can save. Let's click on this particular database. Just double click and you will be able to see there are other database objects. What are the database objects? Tables, views, stored procedures and user defined functions. We are going to cover individually each of these objects in the upcoming sessions. But as of now we can see under this database, system database, what are the objects we have? Tables, views, stored procedures and functions. What are the tables which we have under this? If you can see, there are certain grey color arrow mark beside it. That means under this object there are certain tables present. It's not empty. If there is no grey color mark, then you should understand this table is empty. There is no tables present under this database. So if you need to verify what are the tables, you just double click on that and you can see the name of the table, that is system config. The name of the table is system config. If you want to have a basic structure, if you just want to know what is the basic structure, just click on that particular table. Under information you will be able to see what are the basic structure. So these are the columns, that is variable, value, set time, set by. These are the basic columns. Similarly, if you want to check what are the views, just double click and you can see what are the views present under it. If you want to minimize, again just double click and it would be minimized. Now while working, if you need to communicate with the database, so this is the forefront where you are going to write down your codes or you are going to send your request, and mostly you would be working on only this section, so I do not need this, so I am going to grade it out. So this is the section where we are going to work on. So if you want to introduce a new tab, I'll click on this. This icon says create a new SQL tab. So this is a space where we are going to write down our queries. You can maximize or you can minimize depending on your usage. So this is where we are going to work and we are going to write down our queries. Whatever queries you are going to write and you are going to execute, if it is executing fine or if there is any error, you can find it in action output. Under this section you would find how much time it is taking to execute that particular query, if it has successfully executed or not, if there is any error, the error message and everything you would find in this section. So this is how our SQL Workbench looks like.